हेलो एवरीवन, अ वेरी गुड इवनिंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू। दिस इज रत्नेश एंड आप सभी का स्वागत है इवनिंग 5 पीएम वाली क्लास में, जहां पर आज हम लोग एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक डिस्कस करने वाले हैं। सो गाइस, बिफोर वी बिगिन, before I start telling you something and we begin with the questions, I have to tell you a very important thing that कि this particular video you have to watch till the end. Why? Because I have more than 15 questions, to be very frank, but I won't be taking up all the questions unless you prove it to be right that, sir, we can score 15 out of 15. Is that the bigger target? You can tell me, sir, this target is not enough, मतलब ये टारगेट ज्यादा बड़ा हो जाएगा हमारे लिए। 15 आउट ऑफ 15 इज नॉट लाइक फाइन, नॉट वाइज। बट देखो, फिलहाल मैं आपको बोलूं कि 10 क्वेश्चन करेंगे पहले। I'll see the performance. I'll find out कि क्या performance चल रहा है. I'll figure out कि it is required to go with the 15 questions or not. So, अगर आपने 10 में से 8 क्वेश्चन सही कर लिए, now this is something really interesting. If you have scored 10, 8 questions out of 10, then we'll go up to 15 questions. I'll take up 5 questions more. But if the performance remains, below 8 questions, then I just make sure that no, we won't extend it to the 15th question, because today I have taken up so interesting question in a way that many students are going to get confused. But yes, indeed, you are going to get certain very nice questions, a nice set of questions. I have a couple of questions I have managed to get in front of you. So guys, I have to hide myself. Let me be hidden and you just can focus on the questions. So I don't need myself on the screen. So I just go zoom. Here I go. Okay. So let's start the questions and let's see that what you are going today to do in this type 1. So here comes the first question on your screen, guys. I give you 30 seconds for every question. 30 seconds. Here we go. You read the instruction properly, then you answer. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Dipanjan, Suraj, Bhuvi, Rahmat, everybody. A very good evening. But I assure you that once you have read the instruction, now, once you have understood, then only answer the question. Don't try to just mess up with the questions. Seriously. Sentence says forest landscape restoration will be implemented during a pilot phase of 3.5 years in Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Nagaland, and Karnataka. So, forest landscape restoration will be implemented during the final phase of the 3.5 years in Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Nagaland, Karnataka, or during the reconnaissance stage of 3 years of a half years in Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Nagaland, Karnataka, during the implementation phase of 3 years, or what do you suggest? Okay, so again, good evening. Raj wants to go with the option number 2. Dipanjan wants to go with the option number 3. Suraj wants to go with option number 1.2. I don't understand what does it mean 1.2, but one can't be the answer. Mubassir Amin says 2 or 3, either 2 or 3. Okay. So first, guys, we have to understand. Here is something very interesting. I would say that you should know what is the meaning of this particular word pilot phase. As people are started people have started answering. So pilot phase is basically a testing phase. So for your kind information, I will tell you that pilot phase is a phrase which means when you are in a testing mode. What do you understand by testing mode? Testing mode means when you are trying something, when you are trying, है ना, when you are trying something. So we will read the sentence very carefully so that we may not go wrong. Final phase of the 3.5 years in Haryana. Is it final phase? Then it says during the reconnaissance stage of 3 years. So you have to again understand whether this particular word, that is students, I think, okay. Answer two. Suraj wants to go with one. Question one, answer two. Question one, answer two. Sakshi, a trial, that is again true. There is a word reconcile. Have you heard about this particular word, guys? Reconcile. Actually, this is a word which means when you just have overview. Overview. Do you understand the word overview? When you take overview of some military trials or military bases, something like that. Now, another word is implementation phase of 3.5 years in Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and Nagaland, Karnataka. So the question is very interesting, and the answer should be when you are trying to implement, but it is a final phase, but not being done. So we can only go with the option number two, which is three. Three option is during the implementation stage. Why implementation stage? When you are trying to implement but you are not final. You are not final. जब आप final नहीं हो, जब आप सिर्फ try कर रहे हो, उस phase के लिए हम लोग बोलते हैं कि implementation phase. तो आपके लिए एक better option बन सकता था option number 3. तो अगर सॉरी ऑप्शन नंबर 2, अगर आपने ऑप्शन नंबर 2 में ये वाला मार्क किया है तो आपका आंसर हो सकता है. ठीक है. इसमें आपको डाउट हो सकता था फोर्थ वाले के साथ, बट फोर्थ वाला इसका सही जवाब नहीं है. द करेक्ट आंसर इज फॉरेस्ट लैंडस्केप restoration will be implemented ड्यूरिंग अ पायलट फेज ऑफ 3.5 years. ये जब उसको टेस्टिंग करके वो दूसरे मोड में जा रहे होंगे तब वहां पर इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे. सो बाय दिस वी कैन से सेकंड ऑप्शन वाज करेक्ट. समझ आया? Question was very interesting. It was very nice actually, but many students got wrong. Some got right. That is completely okay. Second question is democracy of Nehru was akin to. So I give you 30 seconds once again. A very nice question in front of you guys. Read it very carefully. You may go wrong because ओके. राज ने यहाँ पर आंसर लगाया है ऑप्शन नंबर 3 या ऑप्शन नंबर 2. ओके. भूवी वांट्स टू गो विद द ऑप्शन नंबर 3. Option number 2 only 3. Rahmat wants to go with option number 2 only 3. Okay, you mean to say this one, na? Okay. Akin to. Akin to means related. Akin to means related. Okay. So democracy for Nehru was akin to a political culture where 100 opinions could bloom. Where 100 opinions could bloom was the foundation of political culture, was the reason of political culture, or was analogous to analogous is somehow related, analogous is only somehow related, which means only option number 3, sorry, option number 2, which is third, is this one is correct, second is correct, option number 3. So option number 3, if you have got this answer, your answer is correct. एनालॉगस का मतलब भी वही होता है, दैट इज रिलेटेड टू समथिंग। सो ओनली दिस ऑप्शन इज ट्रू। ओके, आपका सिर्फ ये वाला ऑप्शन सही माना जाएगा। क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 की तरफ चलते हैं। फेज द एपिथेट। चलो चेक करते हैं कितने बच्चों को आता है। 30 सेकेंड्स का टाइम दिया जाता है। स्टार्ट। ओके, राज ने यहाँ पर आंसर दिया है ऑप्शन नंबर 4। ऑप्शन नंबर 4 दिया है ना। सेंटेंस कह रहा है एनीवन हु रेज कंसर्न्स ऑन वायलेंस अगेंस्ट कश्मीरीज, स्पोक अगेंस्ट वॉर, वेलकम्ड द आइडिया ऑफ पाकिस्तानी आर्टिस्ट्स इन इंडिया, बीफ कंजम्पशन और सिंपली क्वेश्चन द गवर्नमेंट, phased the epithet. Phased the epithet. So epithet is generally in sense of phase the epithet is generally in the sense of certain sort of very severe language, you can say severe treatment, severe language. In some other sense it can be abusive too. It can be abusive too. Now we have to understand that what questions say. Anyone who raised concerns against violence spoke against the war received approbation. Is approbation true, severe abuse or persecution? Now persecution is when you are not given or allowed to have your rights accessed. Are you getting me? Persecution is a different thing when you do not get your right accessed. So persecution is the option which we can eliminate. Okay, if we can eliminate, so I think this one is wrong. No, this one is wrong. This one is also wrong. Persecution cannot be the answer. अब यहां पर बात अगर करें ऑप्शन नंबर 1 और 2 की, तो approbation is like what is approbation? Is like receiving and na something like तारीफ. So you cannot go with the approbation, only option number 4 that is 2 ये सही होना चाहिए। तो फोर्थ ऑप्शन इसका सही है। द करेक्ट आंसर शुड बी फोर्थ। परसिक्यूशन प्रोसिक्यूशन अलग अलग होता है राज, दैट इज डिफरेंट। परसिक्यूशन इज अलग, प्रोसिक्यूट अलग होता है। प्रोसिक्यूटर इज इन द कोर्ट, बट परसिक्यूट इज लाइक व्हेन दे आर नॉट लेट टू हैव देयर राइट्स एक्सेस्ड, है ना। चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 एंड यू गेट 30 seconds। ट्राई दिस वन। सबसे पहले आंसर दीपंजन राज ने हाँ, ऑप्शन 1 और ऑप्शन 2 में यहाँ डाउट चल रहा है। ऑप्शन 1 और ऑप्शन 2 में वैभव वांट्स टू गो विद द ऑप्शन नंबर 2। ओके, ऑप्शन नंबर 2, मिस्टर गांधी आल्सो स्पोक अगेंस्ट हेट and for love in his election campaign, but he was iffy in naming the real victims of hate politics. He was iffy. इफी का मतलब सबसे पहले आप लोग लिख लो कि होता है इफी मींस डाउटफुल, अनसर्टेन, डाउटफुल, है ना। सो इफी इज समथिंग विच इज डाउटफुल। नाउ वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट which option can really suggest us to be the correct answer. Let's read. Mr. Gandhi also spoke against hate and for love in his election campaign, but he was unsure. So unsure is true. Option number one is true. Okay. He was quick in naming. Quick तो wrong होगा. It is wrong. Dubious, doubtful होता है. It is doubtful. So you can say one and three. That is option number one is true. This one is right. Are you getting? तो बच्चों आपके 5 क्वेश्चन यहां पर होने वाले हैं. 4 क्वेश्चन वी हैव डन. फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन ऑन योर स्क्रीन. 30 seconds for you guys. Let's see who can answer first. Vaibhav, yes, persecution is also a kind of abuse, but in persecution, the people are not provided with their rights. They don't get the access to the rights, their basic rights, their fundamental rights. So persecution is like that. But prosecution is different. I was actually about telling that prosecution is different from persecution. So correct, Dipanjan, correct. Your point is correct. Now we have another question. MPCS were expected to lay frameworks for metropolitan governance, but on the ground they do not exist in most cases. Mubashir goes with the option number 3. Tusha goes with option number 5. Reena all, Vaibhav all, Rahmat all. Okay, Mubashir 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Okay. Nitesh Goswami wants to go with the option number 4. Option number 4 is only 2 is correct. Okay. Now let's understand actually this question is pretty important. We have to understand that what is the on the ground. One is evidently reality comes to implementation. Now you have to understand that on the ground is what? On the ground is something which actually talks about what is actually happening. Are you getting my point? Actually happening. So what is evident? Evident is something, guys, which is what? Which can be proven. Are you getting my point? What is evident? Evident is something which can be proven. So if something can be proven, must be actual and real, isn't it? So reality is reality. That is, there is no doubt. So reality and that is evidently both are true. Now, when we talk about the third statement, that is third statement, guys. Options suggest us. Options suggest us that, but when it comes to implementation, they do not exist. So how will you implement something unless? How will you implement something unless something you have got the actual or real information? So you could have said fifth option is correct. आप कह सकते थे पांचवा ऑप्शन आपका सही है. समझ में आया? ये एमपीएस एमपीसीएस जो है ये मेट्रो पॉलिटिशियंस के लिए है शायद. चलो हम क्वेश्चन नंबर, अब देखो 5 क्वेश्चन हो गए हैं. 5 क्वेश्चन आर डन. वी विल ट्राई टाइप नंबर 2. हम टाइप 2 ट्राई करेंगे और आई विल चेक कि वेदर बच्चे यहाँ पर 10 में से कितना स्कोर करते हैं. मैंने टारगेट आपको ऑलरेडी दे दिया था. आई हैड गिवन यू द टारगेट. सो आई हैव टू चेक कि आपके स्कोर क्या जा रहा है. 5 स्कोर, 5 में से देखो कितना बना, मुझे नहीं, आई डोंट नो हाउ मच हैव यू स्कोर्ड. बट नाउ वी विल प्रोसीड नाउ विद द क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. दैट इज सेकंड पार्ट ऑफ द वीडियो, योर क्लास. So I give you 30 seconds now. 30 seconds you've got. Take your time. Answer the question. Read it very carefully. Don't get confused. Everything is fine. राज इसमें पढ़ो, देखो क्या करना है कि विच ऑफ द वर्ड्स फ्रेजेस कैन रिप्लेस, ये जो वर्ड्स दिए हैं ना राज, दीज वर्ड्स आर गिवन, सो यू हैव टू चेक कौन से वर्ड कैन रिप्लेस, इनको कौन सा वर्ड रिप्लेस कर सकता है, ये सब चेक करना है आपको, कौन सा वर्ड रिप्लेस कर सकता है, विच वर्ड इन द गिवन ऑप्शंस कैन रिप्लेस द रेड वंस। आर यू गेटिंग? इंस्ट्रक्शन समझ में आ रहा है सबको? एक्चुअली इसमें इनकम्बेंट भी है, इनकम्बेंट भी है, इनकम्बेंट भी अंडरलाइन है। Okay, Bhuvi, yes, there was like one option was left, so I have underlined incumbent. Now try this. सूरज ने सबसे पहले आंसर दिया ऑप्शन नंबर बी, और मुबस्सिर ने आंसर दिया है सी। गुड इवनिंग लोटस, यू आर लेट टुडे, 5 क्वेश्चंस आपके छूट गए हैं बेटा। ओके, निरंजन ने बी दिया है, सूरज ने बी दिया है, ओके बी ऑप्शंस। इनकम्बेंट होता है जो एग्जिस्टिंग है, एग्जिस्टिंग। अब लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द सेंटेंस, द टेलीकॉम सेक्टर नोन फॉर फियर्स अमंग सेक्टोरल प्लेयर्स, so dissent is again disagreement, but now will tumbling replace discarding or collapsing or infighting? Infighting is like kind of a chaos, it's a kind of chaos and where people they don't agree, they actually disagree, and it say is scorned with a fresh battle. So scorned, why scorned? Scorned is criticizing, you would say confront, you can say confront, that is confronted fresh battle brewing between Mukesh Ambani led RJIL and incumbent player. Brew मतलब जो बढ़ रही है, which is growing, so which is happening or growing between Mukesh Ambani and, so incumbent is right, so only B option was the perfect with the options to replace this question. Are you getting my point? So this question was very nice, indeed it was very nice, क्योंकि इसमें आपको बताना था which option with all the words can replace the red highlighted words in the given question. Okay, so this question was pretty nice, I hope you understood what we have to do in the question. So now we can proceed to question number 7. Seventh question on your screen, 30 seconds for you guys, go ahead. सबसे पहले आंसर आया है लोटस का ए, राज का ई, रहमत का ए, वैभव goes with A, Dipanjan also goes with A. So only a few students are going with the option number E, but rest are going with the option number A. It dissipates nationalism, which has a positive implication in the minds and hearts of the Indian people to disperse, to divide, and exceed individual freedoms. Guys, you have, if you want to go with the option number exceed, I hope you know the meaning of word exceed. Agree. When you agree to the demand, exceed is like when you agree to demand or some sort of that. So and accede to individual. Why will this question, the way the question has been framed, it will only talk about not assist, endure, consent. It will talk about suppressing. So all the way exceed is wrong. This particular word is wrong. So you could have said suppress individual. Now I read the sentence with the starting using the A option. It misuses nationalism, correct, which has a positive connotation, that is resemblance, in the minds on and hearts of the Indian people to polarize. Yes, polarize is the better word for in place of disperse. So A is the perfect answer, guys. A was the perfect answer to this question. Yes, it's not about positive implications. It is not again about the positive implication. Exceed cannot be used here. It should be ए द करेक्ट आंसर इज ए जिन बच्चों ने ए लगाया उनका जवाब बिल्कुल सही है आई होप यू हैव गॉट द आंसर करेक्ट ठीक है समझ में आया इज इट क्लियर द क्वेश्चन इज क्लियर नाउ वी प्रोसीड टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 8 इज ऑन योर स्क्रीन 30 seconds टू गो सबसे पहले आंसर आया है सूरज का ऑप्शन नंबर डी राज का बी ओके नितेश गोस्वामी बी ऑप्शन ओके 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 hmm things to understand a nice question yes Tusha also wants to go with the option B. Some are going with the option number B. Some are confused with the option number D. B, D. Okay. Vaibhav B. Mubassir B. Lotus B. Now many students wants to go with the option number B. Let's understand. The sign of mendacity. Mendacious is the word. Mendacity. On the part of the government would be deducible attempt to resist the obstruction to overcome the progressive disadvantage in the Rajya Sabha. Guys, they are talking about resist the dash obstruction to overcome. So why do you think repulsion, okay, prevention, temptation, lalach, repulsion, obstruction, okay, veracity, sign of veracity on the part of government, acha. Sincerity, not truthfulness, sincerity hogi. It will be sincerity on the part of the government, not veracity. Would be demonstrable which can be shown, attempt to resist temptation to overcome the numerical disadvantage in the Rajya Sabha, that is of the numbers. Yes, disadvantage of the numbers in the Rajya Sabha. Yes, they are talking about. So you could have gone with the option number D 100%. इसका आंसर डी आएगा दो students who are going with the option number D are correct. Good evening, Shikha. So Gangadhar goes with the D option, which is correct. तो D option बिल्कुल perfect option था यहाँ पर बच्चों. So it means the answer was correct. D answer सही था, but कुछ का गलत हुआ. Some got right, some got wrong. I have explained you. So it was a really nice question, है ना. हम लोग के 8 question. We have done 8 questions now. Proceeding to the 9th question. Are you ready, guys? Let's have it. 9th. 30 seconds to go. Veracity is the truth. सच्चाई, truthfulness, मुबस्सिर. Veracity means truthfulness. निरंजन का 4 स्कोर चल रहा है, रहमत गोज विद द 8 आउट ऑफ 7 आउट ऑफ 8, वेरी नाइस। ओके, सबसे पहले यहाँ पर आंसर आया है लोटस का सी, वैभव का डी, रहमत का सी, गंगाधर गोज विद द ऑप्शन सी, सी एंड डी। आई थिंक देर इज अ कंफ्यूजन, yes there is a confusion, but we can avoid that particular confusion with the help of our confirmation. The act of visible tinkering in the newspaper is errand. Errand is a short daily chores, like na, errand to make short work, short small task, to make documentation less appropriate and more irresolute. Irresolute. Will you, what the act of tinkering in this newspaper? Mending, rectifying. These two words are like justifiable in the first blank. The blank I mean to say replacement ना. So अगर आप पहले replacement की बात करें, if you talk about the first replacement, so Tusha goes with D, Nitesh Goswami goes with E, Bhuvi A and E again. Now you have to understand, my dear students, that act of visible tinkering, would you say enhancing in the newspaper, or would you say rectifying or mending? Because both are same. Now what actually will help you saying enhancing in the newspaper? Nothing na. So you shall not say the option number A. I would suggest you simply don't go with the option number A, because it won't suggest you anything. Now let's talk about mending and rectify in the newspaper. Is a guarantee to make documentation or commitment? It is not guarantee, it can be a commitment, guys. It can be a commitment. Guarantee, nobody gives you guarantee. Shit is the guarantee. What guarantee? Nobody gives. So actually I'm saying that nobody gives but does not relate. It is not required in the sentence, so we cannot go with the option number that is B. So only left with the option number C, which says less inadequate and more dependable. Very true. So C is the perfect answer. Yes guys, so all the students who got the answer C are right. यहां पर जितने बच्चों ने लगाया था सी बिल्कुल सही था। ठीक है, तो अब हम लोग चलते हैं, लेट्स प्रोसीड टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 10। हम लोग 10th क्वेश्चन की तरफ बढ़ते हुए धीरे धीरे, 30 सेकेंड्स का टाइम है, धुआंधार तरीके से इसका आंसर सही देना। आई एक्सपेक्ट योर आंसर टू बी करेक्ट। वेरी गुड। लेस इनएडुकेट होगा सिमरनजीत, तभी तो बेटा आगे डिपेंडेबल होगा। जब इनएडुकेट होगा कम, मतलब एडुकेट एडुकेसी बढ़ेगी, तभी तो वो डिपेंडेंट होगा। पूरा सेंटेंस पढ़ना आप दोबारा से, आपको समझ आएगा। अच्छा क्वेश्चन था एक्चुअली। सबसे पहले लोटस का आंसर आया है ऑप्शन नंबर ई। दीपंजन ऑल्सो वांट्स टू गो विद द ऑप्शन नंबर ई। ओके, let's understand that question is trying to tell us, its question is trying to tell us that in nearly 8 years in office, Mr. Obama has sought to reshape the nation, revamp, mutate, mutate तो कभी नहीं होगा, renovate अच्छा हो सकता है, मगर नेशन को रेनोवेट करेंगे तो क्या करेंगे, बिल्डिंग नहीं बनाएंगे। ओके, अमेंड, ओके, आगे देखते हैं, विद अ स्वीपिंग असर्शन ऑफ एग्जीक्यूटिव अथॉरिटी। हाँ, स्वीपिंग असर्शन होता है, एग्जॉस्टिंग तो बिल्कुल नहीं होता, तो बी कटा था, ए भी कट गया। रेंजिंग असर्शन, नैरो असर, नो नो नो, रॉन्ग, दीज टू ऑप्शंस गॉट रॉन्ग। ए गलत हो गया, बी गलत हो गया, ये भी गलत हो गया। नाउ वी come to the C option, assertion of executive authority and a canon of regulation, Discredit of an array? What is it? E is the correct answer. Without reading, even elimination process helps us so much that we can simply go with the answer, right? So we can say yes, E, no correction required was correct. So guys, 10 questions we have done. How much have you scored? How many questions have you got right? Please tell me. अगर मुझे लगा आपने बेहतरीन स्कोर किया है तो I will give you two bonus questions today. That is 11 and 12. I will give you two bonus questions. मगर जल्दी, fast. Tell me how many questions have you got right? I will give you two bonus questions. If I felt yes, students have done fantastically, they have like performed so well, I will have two more questions on your screen. Okay, 8 out of 10, Raj. Okay, 6 out of 10, Suraj. Dipanjan, 8 out of 10. Okay, okay. So, do you really want me to have two more bonus questions? Tell me, do you really want to have two more bonus questions? Tell me fast. Shall we go with two more bonus questions? Okay, let's have it. This is again the type 1. Play it by ear. If you remembered the initial question type of type 1, 30 seconds to go. Let's see. जितेश, आज मैं अभी कंफर्म कर लूंगा आपके लिए बेटा। आप मुझसे अगर आपको कुछ डाउट लगे तो आप मुझसे बात कर लेना टेलीग्राम पर, मेरे चैनल पर मुझसे पूछ लेना। आई विल इन्फॉर्म यू, आई विल टॉक टू द टेक्निकल टीम एंड आई विल इन्फॉर्म यू। ठीक है बेटा, परेशान मत होना। क्वेश्चन देखो क्या लिखा है। इन डीलिंग विद एन अनप्रिडिक्टेबल मैन यू सिंपली कैनॉट फॉलो अ प्री अरेंज्ड प्लान, यू हैव टू प्ले इट बाय ईयर। प्ले इट by ear. You have to understand what is the meaning of this particular phrase. Lotus goes with option number 2, Raj option number 1, Tusha 2. 1 and 2 में यहाँ बच्चे confused दिख रहे हैं, तो students who are confused seem to me in 1 and 2. In dealing an unpredictable man, you can simply cannot, you must be prepared for the consequences, or you must proceed instinctively according to the results and circumstances rather than according to the rules or plan. While dealing with an unpredictable man, in dealing with unpredictable, you have to chalk out of all possible some circumstances arrive instead of just following the prearranged plan. So guys, what do you suggest, what do you think कि यहाँ पर जो वर्ड है play it by ear, Weber wants to go with the all. आपको मैं बताऊं कि जो यहाँ पर एक वर्ड आपने पढ़ा अभी, जिसमें बच्चे ज्यादा कंफ्यूज लग रहे हैं, शायद मे बी दे आर कंफ्यूज्ड, बट डू यू रियली थिंक कि ये जो वर्ड है ना, chalk out, it is to outline, it is to outline. Chalk out means outline. But when you talk about the first statement, it says pre-arranged plan, you must be prepared. And when you are talking about you must proceed instinctively according to result and circumstances rather than according to dealing with the plan or rules. So both are same to some extent. That is why we can go with the option number 3. So the correct answer should be third option. Third option should be correct. Why? Because actual meaning of one and actual meaning of two is same. The real meaning, which is actual meaning, is same. So we have to go with the option number 3. So the correct answer was 3. कुछ बच्चों का सही आया, कुछ का गलत हुआ, but इस क्वेश्चन के बाद हम लोग अपने लास्ट आज का क्वेश्चन हम 12th ट्राई करेंगे, 12वां क्वेश्चन ट्राई करेंगे। लेट्स सी कितने बच्चे इसको कर पाते हैं, ठीक है। तो लास्ट क्वेश्चन है हमारा, बर्ड्स ऑफ अ फेदर फ्लॉकिंग टुगेदर। बर्ड्स ऑफ अ फेदर फ्लॉकिंग टुगेदर, अ वेरी नाइस क्वेश्चन अगेन, बट लेट्स सी कितने बच्चे कर पाते हैं। नहीं लोटस, थर्ड वाला इंक्लूड नहीं होगा। थर्ड वाले में चॉकआउट लिखा था, विच इज टू आउटलाइन और स्केच समथिंग ना। चॉकआउट इज नॉट करेक्ट, चॉकआउट वर्ड वाज नॉट करेक्ट। देखो क्वेश्चन बहुत बढ़िया है, आपको सोचना पड़ेगा ढंग से। Avneet wants to go with the option number 4, Nitesh option number 4, Raj 4, Akhil wants to go with 3, Simranjeet wants to go with option number 3। राज ने अपना आंसर चेंज कर लिया है, 3 लगा दिया है, पहले 4 लगाया था। पता नहीं क्या कर रहे हो यार तुम लोग, ऑप्शन चेंज करते हो क्या बीच बीच में। लोटस 3, तुषा 4, गंगाधर 4, भूवी 4, सूरज 4। So many are going with the option number 4 and some are going with the option number 3. Let's check. The lawyers who attended the seminar were like birds of feather flocking together. They have not even spoken to anyone outside their group. Birds of a feather flocking together मतलब जो एकदम अपने साथ अपने ही सीक्रेट शेयर करते हैं, दूसरे के साथ नहीं, कहीं बाहर नहीं करते हैं, लीक आउट नहीं करते हैं। तो बर्ड्स ऑफ अ फेदर फ्लॉकिंग टुगेदर में कौन सा ऑप्शन बनना चाहिए? लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड नाउ। The lawyers who attended the seminar belong to the same group but inherit a feeling of jealousy. क्या ये इनहेरिट कर रहे हैं फीलिंग ऑफ जेलेसी? क्या ये इनहेरिट कर रहे हैं फीलिंग ऑफ जेलेसी टू एनी लाइक सेंस, टू एनी एक्सटेंट ऑफ एनी सेंस? इनहेरिट अ फीलिंग ऑफ, नो बेटा नो। The all who attended seminar like birds when they flock their blood together, feathers together, they haven't spoken about. What does it mean? Lords who attend seminar have some similar kind of background, tend to congregate to associate. बिल्कुल सही, only third is correct, means only answer number 4, option number 4 is right, rest are wrong. Only option number 5 is 4 is right. अरे यार एक्चुअली हुआ क्या ना, पहले मैंने देखा थर्ड था, फिर देखा मैंने फोर्थ लिखा था। तो हो सकता है वो पिछले क्वेश्चन का हो, किसी और क्वेश्चन का हो, इस वजह से मुझे लग गया हो, मे बी डाउट, आई डाउट, बट डोंट वरी। तो बच्चों भाई 12 क्वेश्चन ट्राई करें, मजा आया कि नहीं आया, कुछ थोड़ा बहुत अच्छा लगा कि नहीं लगा? आई होप यू एंजॉयड, आपको क्वेश्चंस अच्छे अच्छे कराने की मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, और आई होप यू पीपल आर एंजॉयिंग, है ना। तो अब 12 क्वेश्चंस में से आप कितने सही हुए आप मुझे बता देना, बाकी आप लोग बस 5 बजे रेगुलरली आओ। कोई डाउट हो तो मुझसे टेलीग्राम चैनल पर जुड़ जाओ। इंग्लिश विद रत्नेश मेरा टेलीग्राम चैनल है, यू कैन फॉलो मी ओवर देयर, इंग्लिश विद रत्नेश। So thank you so much for being here and watching the video. Thank you so much. Bye bye and take care. Have a great day.